Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
Shane.
We are back with the Rings of Power finale.
Yeah, man, we had the fallout from the volcanic eruption, and we have Theo and Galadriel. They were off on their own, traveling, taking cover from getting sighted from the orcs. We had the Harfoots. Their shit got burned down from
the asshole,
the white goth people,
stranger people.
Yeah,
not the stranger, but the other people. The
other
strangers,
just strange people.
Strangers, plural.
Strange strangers.
Strange strangers.
The stranger himself, he's able to give rebirth to the trees that burned down.
Yeah, he healed them.
Yeah, he healed them.
He healed the orchard.
Yeah.
And they stocked up their wagons, and those other people rolled through and burned them down.
Yeah. And the queen's blind.
Yes, she is.
She's blind, and she's emboldened to fight, so she wants to go to Numenor, get more shit, come back here, and
I have to assume that because she's blind, old Pharazon's going to take advantage of the circumstances.
Yeah.
And everything that's going on.
Yeah.
She's crippled and dragging us into war.
Yeah.
Vote me. I've got a nice beard.
He does. I will say that.
Yeah, he's very...
Well, I like him. He's kind of funny.
Clean-looking political man.
Yeah.
He is funny in the traditional sense of why we enjoy villains.
Yeah.
The schemers.
Yeah. But this is finale. It's been a great journey. Like, it's just beautiful show, beautiful production. I know it's like 1 of 5 seasons, so a lot of people wanted it to like show more, from what I understand. But like, they're taking their time, so I think it's a good thing.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's jump in.
Aaron Galen.
That last name is the first name.
Galen Urso.
Yeah.
I just started to watch that again this morning. And then my youngest got up and I had to surrender the television.
And the first Galen was Galen Merrick, which is Vader's Secret Apprentice's real name.
You're not a peril. You're good.
I hate when you're in the woods and people do that.
People do that? Yeah, it happens all the fucking time out here. Meth heads just running around the woods. I wonder if they found him and they're leading him.
Yeah.
Nori.
Shit. You're right.
Shape-shifting motherfucker.
Haru Sauron.
I'm not believing it.
Huh?
I'm not buying it.
I don't think it's.
I think they're mistaken.
I think they are. I just think it would be. I don't think they're going to give Nori that big of a tragedy.
Oh, with him being Sauron.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't make sense either because he literally, if that is him, just completely forgot about the hobbits. Just completely forgot they were even there. They even existed. Until the events of Lord of the Rings.
Did he not know who they were? Did he not consider them a threat because they're hobbits?
No, to my knowledge, I just read over one of the chapters this morning because we had a comment about someone correcting me, and I went back to double check it, and the guy was right. Gandalf talks there about hobbits and Sauron. He's like, he won't forget you now, ever again.
Oh, so he did forget them.
But he just like.
Okay.
Just the idea he never considered them, never knew about them, the existence of hobbits. It's described by Gandalf as an obscure lore, like their place in the world.
Adrian? What has happened?
Enemy lance. 6 days ago. We rode without rest. Can you help him?
My question is, why would they ever need to develop medicine?
I guess I don't remember the lore on that. Maybe just because of their troubles in Middle Earth.
Okay.
We've much to discuss.
Gil-galad's gonna be pissed.
I leapt from that ship. Because I believed in my heart I was not yet worthy of it. I knew that somehow my task here was not yet complete. I did not cross that bitter ocean. Only to drown now.
I have missed you.
He's like, Patrick, you're hot.
Shouldn't you be resting?
What is this place?
This was the workshop of Celebrimbor.
The Celebrimbor? He's not here, is he?
Well, as a matter of fact, he is.
But it is showing Halbrand being good at smithy work up to this point. That could indicate that maybe he is Sauron. Like he used his injury, feigned his injury to slide in here.
Oh, did you say he deceives the elves, right?
Yeah.
I never dreamed I'd ever get the chance to see them in person.
You a smith?
Nothing like your artistry. These gemstones. I've never seen anything like them. What do you plan to use them for? What is it?
Not enough.
Enough for what?
Please.
Have you tried combining it with other ores to better stretch it out?
That wouldn't be suitable for this ore.
Why not?
Because in the amounts we need, it would too greatly dilute its unique qualities.
Forgive me, but at the risk of sounding a fool, couldn't the right alloy also amplify those qualities?
Amplify.
Where I came up, precious metals were scarce as hen's teeth. So we learned to combine them, to harness strengths and hide flaws. I've seen a trace of nickel added to iron to make a blade lighter and stronger. Might there not be some alloy to amplify the qualities of your ore?
There's just a little of it, though, you know? You can't make a 10,000, you know what I mean?
Well, that is an intriguing suggestion.
Call it a gift.
That'd be a hell of a thing if it was him. I really like Halbrand, too.
Anatar is the name, I think, means something along the lines of gift giver.
Who's Anatar?
The fair form of Sauron takes
Okay.
to approach the elves. His beard isn't as impressive as his hair.
Yeah.
Tainted life.
Draftsmen from across Numenor have been summoned to capture his visage, so they can propose a design.
I was probably talking. Okay, alright, we're good. It's like, is he dead already? Just leave him lay there?
Yeah. I was gonna say,
What
ah!
have you been doing in the dark of night when you thought all eyes were asleep?
I'm sorry. Your handmaid will be back in a moment, my king.
And there is still time
Time for what?
to warn you, young Miriel.
You're mistaken. I'm
Queen yet? No, but you will be. So
They just did
know
this
this,
with
if the old
How the
ways
House of the
our
Dragon.
people are not soon restored, our eyes
I know, right?
But don't do as I did. I looked for too long.
Ah,
The
the Palantir.
What is or what
crystal
was,
globe thing, yeah.
was from what will
It's a
be.
Palantir. Crystal globe. It's like one of those things from the 70s, the ball with the little electric things in it. You put your hand on it.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Well, she's a looker.
Allowing the light to arc back upon itself in one unbroken round, building to a power that is all but unbounded.
And you would place all that power upon the brow of one being?
Not just any one being, High King. You.
Perilous are these whisperings.
Sometimes the perilous path is the only path. I would not be standing here otherwise.
You should not be standing here at all. Our time runs short.
Yes, that is why.
Shorter than you know.
Why does he not want the crown?
Since the Mountain of Fire's eruption, the great tree is all but bleeding leaves. But if this was to be our salvation, I'm afraid we needed it sooner.
But I almost had it sooner. It was only in speaking with the Southlander that I
The
realized
low man? This idea was his?
his suggestions were but the key that unlocked the dam. We are on the cusp of crafting
They say cool shit, dude.
of power, not of strength, but of spirit. Not of the flesh, but over flesh. This is a power of the unseen world.
Disband the city and return to Lindon immediately. All of you.
Why?
Evidently, he's not a fighter.
And why do they want to
Except
make...
He does fight.
What kind of crown is this? You just put it on, you start zapping people?
Well, he said something's round in shape. I wonder if they're eventually going to use it in the smithcraft to make the rings.
Those words. Power over flesh. Where did you hear them?
I believe those are my words.
Was Halbrand with you?
What does it matter? Sorry.
Grant me 3 months. I am owed that much.
You are owed.
You know what's funny is my friend, that theory was presented to them, and they were like, I don't want him to be. And because the person who was telling it to them was saying it so matter-of-factly. But you might be right, and that person would be right, by extension. I really like him, as long as they tell a good story. I mean, it definitely subverted me,
I need royal lineages, bloodlines, anything you can find on the Southlands.
Our records are limited concerning the mortal kingdoms. I shall have to scour the catacombs for that information.
This is what Ned was trying to do.
Ned?
Yeah, the genealogies.
Yeah. Working with the elven smiths of Eregion. Thank you, Galadriel.
Look how mistrustful she is.
For bringing you here.
For saving my life.
As you saved mine. Our scales are balanced.
No. No, you've done far more than that for me. I'd all but given up. But you believed in me. You pushed me to heights that no one else could have. I will never forget that.
Now you can't look at him the same, can
Well,
you?
I'm seeing him through the filter of my thought. I try to shed myself of that to...
And I'll see to it that no one else does either.
The more your powers awaken, the more the veil will weaken.
Veil?
The one placed upon your mind by those who cast you down. You know them already. A pattern visible in but one place. Far to the east, where the stars are strange. The lands of Rune. Yes. Where you will be known at last for who you truly are. You fell from the stars, yet you are greater than they. For fire obeys your will.
Yeah, I think it's a red herring.
For you, our Lord Sauron.
He just comes out of it. I don't really think that's me, sorry.
Now's our chance.
What? They're gonna jump these guys? There's no way it's gonna happen. That's some devilry right there. What the fuck is that?
That's the third one.
That's...
Hey! Brandyfoot! Run!
Oh, no. Dude.
That sucks.
I like to know who these people are supposed to be. They bother me.
Master, calm yourself.
Nori, let's go.
Vader did that too.
That's Sauron did to him.
She's got a hell of an expressive face.
Yeah,
It's like, that's it.
We need you. Please just take it.
Get away from me, or I will hurt you again. They showed me what I am.
Only you can show what you are. You choose by what you do.
Close your eyes. It'll only hurt for a moment.
Like the witches from Hocus Pocus.
That's a great shot.
From Shadow you came. To Shadow I bid you return.
He is not Sauron. He is the other. He is Tar. He is...
I'm good.
It kind of looked like the mentored people who were the king people.
The Nazgul?
Yeah.
I thought so, but I'm not going to make any presumptions because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't remember them ever being shapeshifters. They were men that eventually kept using the ring so much that they just faded away into the wraith realm, became wraiths.
What a shit show for these people.
My father once told me that the way of the faithful is committing to pay the price. Even if the cost cannot be known, it will be worth it.
Sometimes the cost is dear.
More than I can bear.
It is.
Oh, Gibson.
We have little choice then but to keep serving. And I, for one, will see to it that we make the end worth the price.
I'll be so happy when he finds his son alive. I like that man. I don't want him to suffer anymore.
Captain, Numenor is in sight.
Kept looking familiar down there.
My queen.
I wonder how long she can fake that shit. Oh, she's not faking it, okay.
She ain't faking it now. She got a bandage on her. What's the queen doing? I don't fucking know.
I don't think any Cockney people here, but then
He's flying
maybe
pin tail on
down
a donkey.
They be the Southland people. You say pin the tail on the donkey?
What is it? What's wrong?
A sculpture of her dad.
What is it? What do you see?
A flag.
A sculpture of a man.
Oh, how fast did they make that shit?
Evidently, they're very industrious people.
I mean, the Chinese built this big ass building in like 4 days or some shit.
My time to shout.
All right, come on, baby.
Supposing we've been using too much force.
Meaning what? Meaning that the metals shouldn't be forced to join, but more drawn or coaxed together. Now, if that's true, we've been doing it all inside out. Quickly, dismantle this. We start again.
Because I don't think they're gonna make.
Eyes.
I don't think they're gonna make her be wrong about her suspicions. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh shit! It's like you get that DNA test. You know what I mean? Fuck! You are not the father. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They start celebrating the dance.
2 crowns.
Not exactly. Something smaller.
Come, see for yourself.
Not until you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. Galadriel, I'm afraid I don't.
There is no king of the Southlands.
You gonna trust that shit?
The
That's
line
what I'd be
is
saying.
broken. The last man to bear your crest died over 1,000 years ago.
The scribbles. Gibberish, woman.
I told you I found this on a dead man.
No.
I found the what?
No, on the raft. You saved me.
On the raft, you saved me.
You convinced Miriel to save the men of Middle-earth.
You convinced her. I wanted to remain in Numenor.
You fought beside me.
Against your enemy. And mine.
Tell me your name.
I have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence. In that time, I have had many names.
I think it's great. Yeah. I regret saying he's a poor man, Sebastian Stan, everybody. But how's he... He has to be there for a while, doesn't he? Living amongst them?
What do you mean?
Because now they know...
Well, he can just off her, not off her, but...
Lose your footing again.
Discredit her?
Yeah, or like maybe just...
On your feet now.
Get out of my mind.
Please, sister.
It's his face, shaved.
My own dagger.
Bewitching her.
My task was to ensure peace, but I learned that was Sauron's task as well.
No. No, you died.
He was seeking a power, not to destroy Middle-earth, but to heal it.
My brother is dead.
Galadriel, come back to me. Galadriel.
Look at me! Good Stella bit.
Galadriel, look at me. I am your friend.
You're a friend of Morgoth's.
When Morgoth was defeated, it was as if a great, clenched fist had released its grasp from my neck.
You said that whatever I'd done before, I could be free of it
You
now.
deceived me.
I told you the truth. I told you that I had done evil, and you did not care. Because you knew that our past meant nothing.
I believe him. He's such a good deceiver.
All others look on you with doubt. You can see your light.
She has some amazing eyes, I'll say.
You would make me a tyrant.
I would make you a queen. Fair as the sea and the sun. Stronger than the foundations of the earth.
I'm pretty sure she says that in the Jackson trilogy. Probably even in the fucking book.
You told me once that we were brought together for a purpose. This is it. You bind me to the light, and I bind you to power. Together, we can save this Middle Earth.
Save. Or rule.
I see no difference.
And that is why I will never be at your side. I should have left you on the sea.
A sea that you were on because the elves cast you out. They cast you out for deigning to beg them for a few petty soldiers. What will they do when you tell them that you are my ally? When you tell them that Sauron lives because of you!
And you will die because of me!
What if somebody come up to them while they're going through all this in the mindscape?
Like they're just out there in the garden still?
Standing there staring at each other.
And he's just like,
hey! Hey!
Elrond, it's Elrond.
Prove it.
How do you know if you're not still
Where
dreaming?
did we first meet?
Seaside, when I was first orphaned.
Elves get orphaned? I guess that's
Parents died.
Yeah, I guess they were killed in combat. It was the only way, though, right?
Pretty sure his parents sailed off in the fucking stars.
Left his ass. Well, his dad was a human, right?
Yeah.
Where is Halbrand?
He is gone. And I doubt he will return. And should he ever, none of us are to treat with him again.
What happened by that stream?
You spoke to me once of a mistake. When you said you would not make again.
You are making that promise very difficult to keep.
Were it easy, it would not require trust. We must make 3.
3? Why 3?
1 will always corrupt. 2 will divide.
But with 3, there is balance.
Not 4.
Well, they can take sides.
Istad. Is that your kind?
In your tongue, that means wise one. Or wizard.
Wizard Harry.
You're a wizard, Harry.
R.I.P.
Robbie Coltrane.
This here. North, please. Watch out for little ones and stragglers. Nobody goes off trail.
Don't want to leave them behind.
Yeah. The other guy, he got left behind for a reason. He died.
You're part of something bigger now.
He needs you. And you belong out there.
You can just do that to my... Could you?
No. You're not fucking going.
Yeah, you got to go to school, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. It's like the world of Pokemon.
Yeah, different times.
Some father. You're heading in the big beyond, and I haven't taught you a blooming thing.
Sure you have. Always quench your fire, water and earth. Don't squat by a river, never know when you'll need a drink downstream. And a Harfoot without manners is as light to get far in life as a square wheel.
He looks like a fucking hobbit, doesn't he?
Why? Hillary! Why does everyone I love the most always have to go away? Because I think if we didn't, then we'd never learn anything new. You'll come back. Promise. You promise to look after everyone? Of course I will, Anklehead. So close to that tall fella.
Perhaps it would be best if you lead off.
You sound like Gandalf there. Almost like Gandorf.
Ian McKellen.
There's a sweet smell on the air this way.
Yeah. Definitely Gandalf.
When in doubt,
always follow your
and an
nose.
old brandyfoot. Always follow your nose.
Does it say in the book?
I can't remember if it says it in the book, but it definitely says it in the Jackson trilogy. Wish I could have this perfectly sized.
I really thought she was like in there.
That's what it looked like.
Why don't they just go back to what's it called?
Valinor?
Yeah, I guess they're on a time situation.
Well, no, they probably want to stay. They don't want to leave.
Yeah,
It's
but
like Tolkien wrote himself about the elves. They want to have their cake and eat it too.
Well, you go there and come back.
Make it worse that
They were
At
there.
this point now, they have one time they left. Now if they go back, they go back to stay.
So he's a guy who forges all the rings.
Elven rings.
Okay. So
he's the one. Sauron came to them, and with them they forged the rings of power with the elves. But as soon as they put them on, they realize what's going on, and they take them all off, and they hide them.
So, what about the other races?
They don't really go into when that's done. So I don't know if like Sauron went to them and then did the same shit, or he just made his own and gave it to them.
Do they have an allure to them? Kind of like the One Ring kind of has that, right?
It does, but it's the One Ring. I don't know about these fuckers. Must have fucking hoofed it down there. There you go.
Okay, what'd you think, first of all?
It was okay.
Yeah.
So, I got 3 major shows that are running right now, and this is the only finale that we've got. But,
yeah.
You've got House of the Dragon, you've got Andor, and you got this. I feel like the strongest episode thus far, even though the last episode of House of the Dragon had some powerful moments, it was Andor. But either way, it's hard not to compare them because they're all running at the same time is what I'm getting at. But, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I drew a lot of parallels to either the Jackson trilogy or maybe the books. I really don't remember. Him saying I was known by many names. Like, his reveal was good, so they wrote that in well.
In the performance and the intensity. I kept thinking about the intensity and the performance. Like, this show has been like a wonderful fairy tale, kind of like the movies to me. And then they ratchet the intensity up to like a high level for that scene. And I I just thought that was great. And I think it's funny that it's him just because I know someone was like, there's no way it's him. And it was him. At first, I didn't want him to be bad, but it was done well. So I've changed how I feel about it. I think it was done really well.
Yeah.
To me, I wasn't sure how long he was with the elves. I don't know if it ever said exactly in the books if he's living with them for years and he deceives them. But he was there long enough to deceive them. I mean, I guess he's technically with Galadriel deceiving her for the whole show.
Well, the way things are portrayed here, they're kind of in a time crunch and the threat to the elves and everything that's happening.
Yeah.
So they just kind of go into it, which I think, if I remember right,
yeah,
in the books, it's more or less their insatiable desire to craft things.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Kind of led to him coming in and developing those rings.
Yeah. I saw comments where someone's like, actually, it was Melkor who wanted to take over the world, and this was a while ago, and Sauron at least made the case, or at one time, I can't remember, wanted to save Middle Earth, or he thought he could in his own twisted way.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think it had more to do with like their ordering of the world as they saw fit.
Yeah.
And Melkor was more ham-fisted about it.
Okay.
Whereas Sauron, like Melkor just wanted to. I remember Tolkien. The main difference I remember reading about was Tolkien writing that Melkor, like Sauron, exceeded his master in at least one thing. That Melkor wanted to just control Middle Earth, and Sauron wanted to control the minds of his slaves and everything else.
Okay. So there was no like point of view thing on there. He was absolutely bullshitting her then.
I don't know. I'm sure that he had some thoughts on the matter that led to whatever presumptions he had about becoming a Dark Lord. I'm sure the road to hell was paved with good intentions.
The Palantir that the sister looked into.
The only thing I know about Palantirs in Western Essie or Numenor is that when Elendil flees the island before its downfall, he takes one or so many of them with him.
Okay. What did you think of the Harfoot storyline with Gandalf? Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell those other things were supposed to be. I know they were at the very least put in. They had to have been just put in there.
Yeah.
To be a threat, some kind of threat haunting,
and to misdirect us.
Yeah.
I liked their scenes. I definitely liked the cinematography in those particular scenes. And, with him being Gandalf, did the way they do it make you feel better about it, or do you still...
No,
okay.
I don't like it, but whatever. I mean, it's not like I can change the fact that this show was made.
Yeah.
I think that we might be going through a period where a lot of this kind of shit has to be made in some respects, in some titles, just so better shit can be made later. The production is there, and the cast, they have good costumes, they have good sets, they have good CGI.
Yeah.
By and large, I'm usually not a big fan of it, but it doesn't bother me as much in this show, maybe because I'm focusing more on the other aspects.
When the seams aren't as clear as well. And the performances to me, especially in this particular episode. I always get on, I harp the Harfoots, but just because of this show. But I do, maybe they're like the Jawas to me. I think there's something kind of cool about them, I think, These simple little people.
There's a charm to them.
Yeah, and I do like Nori quite a bit, I have to say. I like her, and I like the Harfoot storyline in this episode. And I'm sad that whatever his name, I'm sorry we missed it. I'm sad he's dead, because he was like probably my second favorite Harfoot.
What do you think about Elendil and the Queen?
Oh, it looks like they were suggesting some kind of romantic connection. I can see it happening, because they're in proximity all the time. He's like this incredible, I think, commander, right? This shit happens, I guess. I can imagine that going down. In terms of, she's not married, is she? I don't believe
so.
Yeah. Then why not? I guess,
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah. If it doesn't directly contradict anything, like I can see it.
They've done shit already.
Yeah. A direct contradiction to the lore.
They're definitely bending things as far as they can.
Okay. I thought it was a great finale. It was probably, I don't know, my second favorite episode, but some of my favorite moments happened in the finale, which was just his reveal. I think his reveal was great, because I didn't ever think...
His reveal was the best part of the episode. I mean, it was well done enough that when it happens, it's okay. Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah,
it's knitted together nicely. It's not like it's how the fuck could it be Halbrand?
Yeah,
I mean, it came together decently enough. So
yeah,
it's like Yeah, and him going into Mordor at the end.
Yeah. Even though I knew it was fake, when she got to talk to her brother again, I thought that was a great moment. Like, to me, I thought, like, you know, her fighting this battle and carrying that fight in her for so long, and for him to use that. I just feel like, you know, that's just a good move. A part of me who I guess a part of me who, and I know she's way smarter than me, you know your brother's dead, and how effective is that on convincing somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he just probably uses things to toy with your emotions, and still, because he really didn't. By the time he was at the end of the conversation, he was saying, you know, you and your elves, or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
It was obvious that he wasn't speaking from her brother's point of view.
Yeah.
This is the finale, folks, so no more Rings of Power for a while. But, you know, if you like what we do and like how we handle things, you're going to find us on other shows. We have a lot more to offer.
Yeah.
What's up, Third Streeters? It's Tom here with you. Finally, we have the finale of the Rings of Power. Halbrand is Sauron. I gotta say, I'm a little bit surprised by this. One thing that I think lends credence to this is the fact that now we kind of look back and see that growing relationship between him and Galadriel, and how all of this has tied in with this big surprise revealing of who this character actually is. And I like it because now it fills in some gaps with, obviously we know what Sauron goes on to become in the future. I'm okay with it. Gandalf is in fact the stranger. Now, what was interesting to me is the first thing I thought back to was when Shane Zakk and I were doing the reaction to this show after, I believe it was episode 1. And I think it was Zakk, if I remember correctly, made mention about the fact that he could see it being Gandalf. And I remember in that moment thinking to myself, you know, I could see it too, but I don't think it is, because that would just be kind of blatantly too obvious. But lo and behold, it is. And again, I like it because to me now, as you see this relationship that has bloomed between him and the Harfoots, it just makes sense. And I'm good with it. And I actually thought it was kind of an interesting introduction for him coming into the world, so to speak, because I've always been a huge fan of Gandalf. So again, I'm good with it. One thing that I'd like to have seen a little bit more about and had a little bit more information on are these white wraiths. Now, we obviously know, or at least we're assuming, that based upon chronologically the timeline, that it's not the Nazgul per se. But I just it was something that kind of raised my eyebrows, and I was like, this is interesting. But I wanted to see a little bit more. I kind of just felt like I was just left wondering and pondering about it, which might have been done intentionally. But we'll have to see how that plays out. As far as the finale goes, I'm going to just appreciate it for what it is. It was a good episode. It was a good finale. It was well written, I thought. And cinematically, it was just a solid finale. You know, there's been a lot of debate throughout the series, and I'm guilty of that too, in trying to make it, well, it's not pure Tolkien, or, well, yeah, it does kind of line up with, you know, the original books or with the movies. And there's just been this back and forth tug and war debate about whether this has strayed too far from the reservation in terms of getting away from what Tolkien had envisioned for this world. So I'm just going to try and appreciate the series as a whole, but particularly this finale for what it was, which is just what I thought a very well-written, good finish that tied a lot of loose ends and a lot of knots, but also unraveled a couple to kind of leave us, you know, salivating for a little bit more. So those are my thoughts. I'm interested to know what the rest of you think. Leave us some comments. Thanks for watching.
Guys, thank you so much for just following us, watching this video, and if you made it to the end card, then you're one of the few. So you're probably already a patron, but if you're not, be a patron. We appreciate it. Also, just leave a comment down below. It actually really helps. House of Dragon doesn't have the most views, but it's got a lot of comments, and that helps. So, we're out of here. Guys, we appreciate it.